royal couple getting engaged in just a few days, and by the royal couple, I am of course referring to American royalty, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Are Swifties once again in our clowning era, or are we just seeing the invisible string of clues? Here's why people are saying that Travis Kelce will propose to Taylor Swift after the Super Bowl. Will Taylor Swift even attend though? Technically no one knows if Swift will be at the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna take a chance and say she will be there. She was there last year, and that was when she was still on the Eras Tour. I don't doubt that she still has a lot going on in her work life, but at least this time she won't have to fly halfway around the world to make it. Do you remember that? She was literally in Tokyo on tour, and everyone was really concerned she wouldn't be able to make it with the time differences and the flight length, to the point where the Embassy of Japan in the USA made an official statement about it. They even used some of her album titles in that statement. It basically told people to just not worry. If Swift left right after her show, she would have enough time to make it to the game, and make it she did. And well, it's even more important that she attends this year if this is where her proposal is set to take place. Hypothetically speaking, of course. The main reasons people are throwing around the idea that the pair will get engaged is simply because the Super Bowl is a huge event, and Taylor and Travis seem to be head over heels for each other. Plus, love is in the air. It's February, and celebrities have been getting engaged left and right. Taylor has also sung about wanting to get married quite a few times over the years. Songs from albums dating back to 2019's Lover have included lots of wedding imagery, like throwing rice, and talks about starting a family. Whenever there's a lovey couple in the vicinity of a major event, people speculate something will happen there, whether that be an engagement or just an announcement of one. Having thousands of eyes already on the event, if you want a super public proposal like that, this would be the place. Taylor and Travis aren't afraid to show each other off. Just this past weekend at the Grammys, Taylor seemingly wore some Travis-themed jewelry. She donned a short red dress, and it was really pretty, but people's focus was drawn to the chain on her thigh with a little red T on it. Sure, could it be for her own name? Yeah, but the alternative Travis theory is just so much cuter. It also referenced some Taylor lyrics, from Call It What You Want, I Want to Wear His Initial, and then from the more recent Guilty as Sin, What If He's Written Mine on My Upper Thigh. On Travis's end, he not only planned the Taylor's Eras Tour birthday party last year, but he is always ready to praise Taylor. He recently did a press conference that was about and for the upcoming Super Bowl, but when you're dating the most famous pop star in the world, there's going to be questions about her. He was asked questions like, what's his favorite food that she makes him? The answer was Pop-Tarts, for anyone wondering. But it wasn't long before the proposal questions started popping up. He was asked not once, but twice, maybe even a third time, and back to back too. The first reporter outright asked if the football tight end was planning to propose, to which he responded, wouldn't you like to know, with a tiny little smile. Obviously, that coy answer wasn't good enough, and the next reporter doubled down, asking if Travis was looking to give Taylor a ring. Travis, again, not looking to give anything up, responded, a Super Bowl ring, before changing the subject. Again, this press conference was supposed to be about the Super Bowl, and even though Travis was more than happy to answer a few questions about Taylor, people found it annoying that he was being asked about the proposal rumors so much. Some were saying it was inappropriate of the reporters to continue pushing for answers, especially when the football player made it clear that he wasn't willing to give them, or that they shouldn't even be asking about such a personal experience in the first place. Someone did point out, if Travis were to have plans of proposing, why would he tell the press? That would completely ruin the surprise. During this press conference, Travis did further praise Swift, calling her hardworking and saying that he needs to match her energy at the upcoming game. You know what? Even if there is no proposal, or even if the Chiefs don't win, knock on wood, I'm sure the game will be fun and Taylor and Travis will have a great time. But not only are people speculating that a Taylor Swift-Travis Kelce proposal is imminent, there are also many theories running rampant that Taylor Swift will make a surprise appearance during the halftime show. Honestly, this theory is so out there it's almost sweet. The reason people think she will pop up is because she will probably be at the stadium already, and the main performer is Kendrick Lamar for the halftime show. Taylor and Kendrick collaborated on her 1989 track Bad Blood. Swifties are hoping that they will then perform that song together as a treat. I mean, Swifties are actually hoping for a lot more. Taylor is in the midst of re-releasing her albums, right? Well, Swifties are convinced that the next re-release will be number 6, which is Reputation. It's right after 1989. The over-the-top, definitely probably not gonna happen theory is that Taylor will join Kendrick Lamar for a surprise performance of Bad Blood, then she will announce the Rep re-release, and then Travis Kelce will propose. I love this theory. It's giving fantasy, it's giving Hallmark, it's giving Wattpad. I don't think anyone actually thinks it'll happen, but it sure is fun. A couple daytime talk show hosts might have an unexpected connection to this potential celebrity engagement should it happen, of course. Hoda Kotb and Jenna Bush Hager were the hosts of the Today Show. Kotb has since departed the show, but before she left, the two women made a prediction. See, these two have had incredible luck predicting big celebrity engagements. First, they predicted Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco. When that worked out, they said Zendaya and Tom Holland would be next, and then surprise, right again. Since Kotb was going to be leaving the show very soon, the pair decided to predict one last engagement, and that was Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. They were hoping that since this would be the last joint prediction, that it would have extra manifesting powers. They don't make these predictions lightly either, citing things like strong family relationships and coordinating lifestyles as indicators of an engagement, so they really do think about this. Swifties have been pointing out some fun coincidences between Taylor's past lyrics and her boyfriend, lyrics that she wrote before ever meeting him. From Cornelia Street, pointing in an arrowhead leading us home, the Chiefs Stadium is called the Arrowhead. From Daylight, I once believed love would be burning red, but it's golden. Chiefs colors are red and gold. And this next one is my favorite. From Mary's song, I'll be 87, you'll be 89. Swift has the album 1989, and Travis's number is 87. Talk about an invisible string. And there's more. At Betty's Cardigan on Twitter helpfully put together a bunch if you care and have a free 10 minutes, but I mean, if you have a free 10 minutes, you should just check out another one of our videos. If you can't believe it, this is actually the second time rumors of a Super Bowl engagement have popped up for this specific couple. If I had a nickel, it's weird that it happened twice. The first was, of course, last year's Super Bowl when the pair had only dated for 6 months. But before we polish off today's video, let's be real for a second. I know that the chance of a Travis Kelce proposing to Taylor Swift after or during the Super Bowl on live TV is low. If we are thinking realistically, the most this couple would do is announce an engagement by Taylor wearing her ring or something and then confirming it after. It's no secret that Taylor and Travis are not afraid to be in the spotlight together, but the Super Bowl is the most important time for the football season, so I'm not sure they would want to steal the spotlight from those festivities with a fancy proposal. Taylor has been accused of attempting to steal the show when she literally just sits and stands there. The backlash, if an elaborate proposal pops up, would be ruthless, and that's not energy you want in response to your engagement. And also, what if the Chiefs lose? Then what? It's most likely that the pair would get engaged, then announce it similar to how Zendaya did at the Golden Globes. And trust, if Taylor were to get a ring, we would notice. Not only are both parties very well off, and Travis certainly has no issues spending cash to make sure Taylor feels special. Take her birthday end of tour party, for example. Swifties, they're gonna have their eyes on the prize. If there is a rock, they will find it. And finally, if they do get engaged, just imagine the love song she's gonna write. TS12 will be a chart topper. But how are you feeling about Super Bowl Sunday? Let us know if you're Team Chiefs, Team Eagles, or Team Engagement. Thanks for tuning in. See you next week. Bye!